So now we're gonna join personal branding strategist, coach and host of the Brand Print Summit, Jamila Bannister. Good morning, Jamila.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing this morning?
Good. It's been a long time since I've been up before it.
Well, I'm glad to have you up before 8. We're just talking about industries and all that stuff. Tell me, Jamila, is there any hope for the entrepreneur in 2020, given everything that's happening?
Oh, absolutely. This year I actually experienced my biggest growth ever, and I think that's really due to the fact that I try not to let COVID-19 throw me off to the point where I could think. I mean, granted, it was a little bit tough in the beginning, but in my mind I was like, okay, this train is still leaving the station, and I have to be on it. So I definitely think there's hope. We just have to pivot and think about creative ways we could actually get ourselves out there, because there are people still out there looking for your product. If you are an entrepreneur, there are people out there still shopping. You just have to ensure that you are in their line of sight and giving them the value that they need at this time.
Yeah, so you said at the beginning it was a bit tough, right? So you had to think about it, you had to pivot. Can you give me some of the strategies or the steps that one can take to, readjust, to regroup, and to chart the right way forward?
Okay, so of course, I am a big proponent of being a digital entrepreneur. I am a digital entrepreneur. So, for example, one of the things I experienced this year is I actually launched a book back in March, and I had intentions of doing a lot of things in the physical space to launch the book. But when my book was due to launch on the 24th of March, and the lockdown happened on the 20th of March,
Hmm.
so everything that I had on a physical level was completely went out the window, and I lost opportunities, speaking gigs, and so on. But what I did is that I just shifted everything I had online. The book launch was online. Everything was on Instagram and on social media, and I had a steady stream of people coming through, and that actually led to some sales even before the book was officially being printed. So for me, it was really a matter of really thinking on your feet and making the switch. And I think the digital space is the space that will allow us to definitely get ourselves out there more. We have more eyes online now. We have more people at home looking for opportunities to generate income. And you just have to be positioned correctly in order to capture those people's attention.
Fantastic. So now you are hosting something called the Brand Print Summit. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Oh, absolutely. So the Brand Print Summit is actually, I like to call it the personification of the Brand Print book that I wrote. And it's a 4-day virtual event that is designed for who I call corporate dropouts, to build their personal brand and leverage that attention into actually creating some sort of business or creating some sort of digital business that they would like. So I know you're probably wondering, what is a corporate
That's
dropout?
exactly what I'm wondering.
So a corporate dropout is somebody who's essentially, they want to drop out of the corporate world. They no longer want to work that 9 to 5,
Right.
and perhaps they have a desire to do something more with their life. Perhaps they have a desire to build a bigger dream, and they want to be able to build something so they can become financially free. Now, the path to financial freedom is not an easy one, and I know, the path to financial freedom is definitely not an easy one. I walk it every day, and it took me. I made a lot of mistakes, and I bounced my head a lot of times before I actually got a sense of the system and the momentum, so
Hmm.
I can understand how difficult it could be. So, particularly navigating the digital space, this is a very new area for a lot of people. And building your brand online could actually give you an incredible amount of reach. And this summit actually lays out a number of areas that you can work on in order for you to be able to build your brand online. So over the 4 days, there are four big themes that we're going to be covering. So on the first day, we're going to be covering a lot of mindset and confidence building strategies, because a lot of people are so afraid to put themselves out there. They get anxious to go on camera. They get anxious to put their face online.
Hmm.
So we're going to be dealing with a lot of issues around that. And the second day, we're going to be dealing with hardcore content and using different social media platforms depending on what your strength is. You can leverage different things, whether it's podcasting, whether it's YouTube, whether it's LinkedIn or Facebook. On the third day, we have a lot about selling and about putting yourself out there, about public speaking, and about if you would like to be an author or speaker. So it really is selling yourself and your message. And on the fourth day, we did all about systems and management. So automation, how to manage an online business without your hair falling out, how to manage a remote team. Because more than likely, if you build a digital business, you're going to be hiring remotely. You're not going to have people come into an office. How to protect your intellectual property, how to manage your finances. So all this is being done in the context of a digital business.
Right.
So Brandprint Summit really is a personification of you being able to move from a confused person in terms of how to get online, and you getting a major amount of clarity and forging a path and understanding what it takes for you to not only build your brand, but to be consistent with bringing something quality to the market and also managing your business so you do not lose your mind.
Definitely. And both are very important. But tell me, when is the Brandprint Summit happening?
So the Brandprint Summit is actually happening from the 25th to the 28th of August, which is next week. And of course, it's 100% online, and it's going to be running for 4 days from 10 a.m. each day up until about 6 or 7 p.m., depending on the day.
Okay,
For
and
each day, and people have an opportunity to visit the website, log in, because the entire summit will be run through its own independent website, brandprintsummit.com.
right.
And the speakers will be available for an hour of live discussion during a particular time, which is the schedule is also on the website, so you'll see it there.
And,
And
and how do people
yeah, so
register?
people can log in and really enjoy.
How do you register to become a part of it? Are you hearing
I'm
me,
sorry,
Jamila? I was asking, how do you register to become a part of the Brandprint Summit?
Visit the Brandprint website,
Right.
www.brandprintsummit.com. Sign up. It's free to sign up. So you could enjoy all of that content on over 20 hours of content. And each presentation comes with supporting material, whether it's a worksheet or a free course. So there are a bunch of things you can actually benefit from. I just hope that you have the wherewithal to take in all of that content. And
Yeah.
if you don't, there's an opportunity for you to upgrade to a membership to have access to it for life.
Oh, fantastic. Well, Jamila, I want to thank you for joining us this morning and for sharing all this information and, of course, encouraging people to join the Brandprint Summit starting on the 25th of August.
Yes.
We look forward to it, and it's going to be fantastic. Congratulations in advance. So that was Jamila Bannister, the personal branding strategist, coach, and host of the Brandprint Summit, which is happening from the 25th of August. You can check out the website for more information.